Okay, for today's video, we're going to go over all the Funko anime and book, I guess, collectibles I picked up over this year. So yeah, we'll get into it, but I am just going to get this little disclaimer out here. I know I hate to say it, but this channel's become almost a once-a-year channel. I know this was my original channel, but I've just started going in, working on my other channels and going into those other niches. So I'll just put a link to each of those channels. So if you want to keep up with me on YouTube and watch, honestly, what I think is better content that I make, I would recommend checking out any of the channels I list below. Um, and I'll go a little over each channel in the bottom. But yeah, we'll just go over each, or at the end of this video, I should say, not the bottom, but we'll just go over all the stuff I picked up. Yeah, this is pretty much for the whole year, because the last video I did was the Christmas video, which I actually recorded closer to Christmas, but I uploaded months later. So yeah, this is pretty much everything I picked up since then. There is a little decent chunk of Funko, but I mean, compared to what I used to collect for the whole year, this is not much. And a lot of it is actually not anime stuff, which you all will see. But yeah, so we'll go over all the Funko and anime stuff, and then I'll just go over some books and stuff I picked up. So yeah, let's get right into it now. Okay, actually, one thing I did want to mention, yeah, I'll just I'll just get this out of the way. Like I said, I've kind of been focusing on those other channels. I'm just not as much into this anymore. Like, I still like watching some anime, but I just don't watch much. I don't watch much anymore. Um, and I just don't collect Funko much anymore. I'm just not as big of a fan of Funko as I used to be. I don't know, just I had some situations before with like the scam stuff, weird situation, and then just I don't know. I've just gotten way more into other collectibles that I like and just other stuff. So I just kind of branched out of this interest a little. I mean, I haven't sold any of my stuff. I'm honestly debated if I want to sell some of my stuff, just because I do have a ton of pops, and selling some would open up some stuff, and it would also get me some money. So sounds like a win-win. But I also obviously like the stuff still, so I'm not for sure. But yeah, so I'm just not for sure where I am at with the Funko stuff anymore. But yeah, we'll show off what I got throughout the year right now. Okay, I honestly I don't even know what like the order of some of these things I got were. So the ones that I'm not for sure of, I'm just going to show really quick. And the first thing I'm going to show off is an anime related thing, but not Funko, even though it kind of looks like a Funko Pop. And that is this. This is the Naruto Burger King collab they did. I think in like the middle of the summer. So yeah, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not the biggest Burger King fan. And I mean, I'm not a big fan of mini drive-throughs, honestly. Like, I'm not a big McDonald's fan. I used to like Wendy's a lot, but I'm not crazy about Wendy's anymore either. But yeah, so I pretty much went just to get this. And I'll be honest, I ate it mainly. I got like a kid's meal just to get this, and I was like, oh, do I even really want to get this set? And I mean, I like Rock Lee, but he's definitely not like my favorite character. So then I went one more time, and then the next time we went, which was literally like a day or two later, they gave me whatever this is instead of the Naruto figures. I was like, okay, that ends this. I'm not getting Burger King anymore, especially not if I'm not even getting the figures I want. So honestly, kind of happy I didn't get any more, just because I'm not a fan of Burger King. I wish I would have got the Sasuke figure. That's the only one I really wish I would have got. Maybe if I would have just got just the Sasuke, I would have just quit getting them anyways. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, not the biggest fan of Burger King. But yeah, we'll move on now to some stuff, and I'll try to figure out some dates on some of this stuff if I can. Okay, the first thing we actually have that I remember a date for, well, I didn't really remember the date. I found it on the Funko order history thing, but this was ordered on June 1st, and I will give Funko some credit for this one. It was shipped very well. And this was some big sale. I can't remember what sale it would have been, if it was like, obviously it wasn't like Black Friday with that time, but yeah, it was packaged great. This was a pop that was, well, I'll explain and then I'll open because you won't be able to hear me talk, but this was a $20 pop that went on sale all the way down to $10 that I did really like. Trying to remember. Yeah, I can't remember. I honestly think it might have been like a Father's Day sale or like an end of school summer sale. So like start of summer sale. Either way, we'll just get into it and show what it is. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, shipped pretty well. You can probably see what it is from there, but this pop actually. Okay, this was from WonderCon actually. And here it is. It is the Sasuke Uchiha from the Sasuke's Paw Encyclopedia. I honestly thought this was from OG Naruto when I got it, but I guess it's from something else. But yeah, it's Sasuke with like the cat ears. I do like it. I mean, I mentioned already in this video, Sasuke was my favorite character in watching Naruto. And yeah, I've watched all of the original, and I started Shippuden at one point, or Shippuden, I never know the pronunciation, and then just kind of quit watching it, because that was like before I could watch it in English dub, and legally at least, and then, because of what, I had to watch it on Crunchyroll or whatever, and before I figured out how you could watch some stuff, and then we got Hulu, which I know has the dub, and I just haven't watched it since then. Definitely plan to eventually watch it, but yeah, we did get Sasuke, so now we'll move on to some of the next stuff. Okay, the next item we have, reading the receipt, I got this 7/28/25. That's actually way more recent than I thought, but yeah, we did get the power, thing like in a bathing suit pop. Definitely one of the weirder pops I own, I will 100% admit. And I think one of the only reasons I got this one, I mean, obviously I like Chainsaw Man, and I did like Power when I watched it, but this one was on sale. I think it was like $3 off, and I remember though, when I got it, because that was like the online price, and I don't think that was the price in store, and I literally was thinking, if I can't get the online price, I'm not buying it, and obviously I wasn't going to pay online because then the shipping would make it not worth it, but yeah, so they did give me that, and yeah, I did get Power. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I like Chainsaw Man, but definitely a weirder pop, honestly, that I own. So yeah, I guess we'll move on to something, or one of the next things now. Okay, and a lot of the stuff left, I have actually already talked about before on YouTube, but on one of my other channels, so I'll put that down. But yeah, pretty much, during the summer, I was working mainly on a gaming channel, actually, which I started doing mainly Mario Kart stuff like on the Wii, and then I watched the Superman movie, and I really, really liked it. So I made some videos over Fortnite whenever that Superman collab was happening, which actually I've done Fortnite on this channel, and that was actually one of the better performing videos, I think. So, maybe if you like that video, you'd like some of that. But yeah, we were playing during this Superman Fortnite collab, and really, really liked the movie, actually. And I really liked the Fantastic Four movie also this summer. Preferred the Superman movie, but both were pretty good in my opinion, especially for superhero movies, because I'm normally not the craziest about it, but for whatever reason, watching both of those, especially the Superman movie, kind of got me back into back. The only time I ever really remember liking superheroes is when I was really, really little, and I kind of like Spider-Man, I think. But other than that, I don't really ever remember being the biggest superhero fan. But yeah, it kind of got me back into superheroes a tiny bit. Like I said, really the only other time I was into superheroes was when I was really little. But yeah, we picked up a bunch of pops. And like I said, a lot of these were um, because of those movies and stuff, but in the game. But yeah, I did on that same channel where I played the Superman Fortnite game. I did a video going over the superhero collectibles, and I made two separate videos. One has been public for a while, and then the other one was recorded shortly after, but just hadn't been uploaded yet. So yeah, and I just like recently, like a day or two ago, made that old video like a collab video, because I didn't know how that feature really worked. I'd seen some stuff about that, but yeah, so that video is now on this channel as well, but as a collab video. Maybe it should have been on this channel to begin with, but I just didn't know what I was doing with as far as that stuff. But yeah, so the superhero stuff has been on both channels now, and that other video that also talks about some of this stuff will be on there. But yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to get along with is most of the main details about these superhero collectible pops I went into detail on that channel. So I'm just going to kind of brush over each one and just show them off here. But if you want to know more about the details of like why I got stuff and why I thought it was cool at the time, those videos will be available. I'll put a link at least to the first video, and then the other one, I don't know if it's going to come out before or after this video releases, so but it'll be a collab video, and I'll try to put it as a link, or if you'll see the other one, you'll be able to find the other one pretty quickly, pretty much. So yeah, we'll just go from here, but we'll show off everything I got. Yeah, we picked up the Spider-Boy pop. This was a Target in-store pop, really cool one. Don't know much about Spider-Boy, to be honest, but it was cool, and it was limited to 9,500 pieces. I saw it in store one day and was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then like the next week, I was like, oh, if they still have it, I'm gonna buy it, and they still had it, so I got one. I think they actually had a few though. Now I remember. And then I got the common Superman pop. I really didn't get any pops from the wave other than Superman, as far as I remember. And I did get the Superman variant pop, but yeah, we got it. And then we got Spider Cat. This was a limited edition one on Funko's shop, and it sold out super quickly. Haven't even watched Into the Spider-Verse or any of the animated Spider-Man movies, at least like of that era, like these recent ones. But love cats. Literally have an orange tabby that looks a lot like this cat, and like I said, Spider-Man probably was my favorite superhero growing up. So like love the Andrew Garfield movies, and I remember watching the other the Tobey Maguire ones when I was little, but it's been a long time since I've watched them. So yeah, always like Spider-Man, and since I'm a cat person that literally has an orange tabby, I just thought this was such a cool pop, and yeah, happy to own it. But yeah, now we'll show off all the other ones. There are a few anime pops that I did pick up. Like I made an order from the Funko shop whenever they were having one like really big sale. So yeah, I'll show the stuff off there when we get to it. But like I said, if you want to know more of the in detail, like why I got some of this stuff and some of the interesting stuff about it, that is there. Okay, I guess we'll show off some of these Biddy Pops. I actually did get some of my first Biddy Pops. I got two of the Spider-Man set ones. I got this one at somewhere. I had like a $5 off at Hot Topic or Box Lunch, I think, and I picked this one up. I will say, knowing how, I didn't realize that these are actually not that hard to get all the Chase ones for. If I would have known, I would have got like the full Venom set one instead of the one with Peter Parker. The main reason I think I got this one is I saw the Peter Parker one was a 1 in 6 chance one, and whenever I got this one, I think it was the only one in store. And like I said, I just had a $5 off. And then I got another one of the sets, and this is like the like OG-ish cast, I would say. And then like the White Spider-Man, which is the other 1 in 6 Chase one. So yeah, there's the newer Spider-Man movie, the Into the Spider-Verse stuff, and the just other Spider-Man variant ones. And there's like these two. I wish I would have got the Chase Venom Spider-Man one, or like the symbiote suit Spider-Man one, but yeah. That's the only thing I really would change, is got it in here instead of Peter Parker. But I was, both the Chase ones, all the Chase ones in that set were pretty cool, so I'm not too upset. And then I got one other Biddy Pop one, and this one's a little interesting. This is the 4-pack from Fantastic Four. I just got this because I thought this was super cool with the Fantastic Four. The whole, like, I mean, all 4 of these, you know, you couldn't have made a cooler Biddy Pop set with it being 4 and the Fantastic Four. But yeah, actually, this is a funny one because this one had been on the Funko Shop website for a while. Well, like a few months at least after like this con came. And it was even on sale, and I like debated on ordering it for a couple days, and then like the day I was like, okay, I'm finally just going to order them once I'd like finally finalized what I was going to get, and it had sold out online. So I went on eBay and I was like, let's just order it. And I actually was able to get the like actual Comic-Con convention sticker one for like just a few more dollars, I think, than what the other one was. Like I paid more than what it, I paid, I think, almost double what I would have paid if I would have got it on sale that one day from the Funko shop. But since I wasn't able to do that, I got the convention one, which I know is like technically like the harder one to get, for not too bad. I think I paid high 20s, right around under 30 for it. I could be wrong on that though. But either way, pretty happy to own it. Like I said, of the like sets you could get for a Biddy Pop set, I thought that one was a pretty cool one. And yeah, I guess we'll just keep going. Where's my honestly, oh, never mind. I was wondering where I laid those Biddy Pops. Okay, we'll move on. Oh, this is something pretty cool I got from GameStop. Yeah, the Spider-Man, but like with the Venom symbiote suit taking over. I thought that was a really cool pop. Yeah, pretty happy with that one. I'm pretty sure this is from the Tobey Maguire movie one where he's like ripping it off, but maybe this is just any Spider-Man Venom scene one, but really cool. Yeah, I just thought this was a really cool pop. And I know one thing that's like supposed to be a big deal is that the symbiote, or that the Marvel ones like have to be like a true bobblehead Funko Pop because of like some copyright or some deal with Hasbro or Mattel or somebody. So I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, and I guess one thing I will say with the Biddy Pops, yeah, I think whenever I got these, there was no anime Biddy Pops, or maybe just recently the Dragon Ball ones had released, but now there is like Naruto ones and stuff, so they're pretty cool. Maybe I'll get some of those in the future, but honestly, not like something I'm like top of my list right now. But I did want to mention that because those are pretty cool, and I do like the Biddy Pops actually. They are a pretty cool little addition. Yeah, if they continue to make them and make like cool sets like that, yeah, might would get some. Okay, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else other than the like one big order I have left? Yeah, I think all we have left is the one big Funko Shop order I made. So yeah, I guess we'll get into it now. So yeah, this was like Funko's. I don't remember if it was Black Friday or what big sale it was, but I'll have mentioned it in that video on my gaming channel, and it'll be a collab post. So you all will be able to find it either on the description or find it some way. But yeah, so I got like I said, this was some big sale that they had going, so I just got a bunch of stuff. I got some anime stuff, I got some superhero stuff, and first one, we got the Spider-Man symbiote suit. So I guess this one kind of makes up for not getting the one, but I thought this was really cool, where it has like the blue lines, like the comic book lines. I thought that was really cool. And then we got the Fantastic Four Spider-Man. Just thought this one was really cool. Like I said, I really like the Fantastic Four movie, but I don't know. There was no individual character I was like crazy about just getting one pop of. That's why I like the Bitty Pop set. So I got this, and like I said, I probably like Spider-Man more than any of them. And I honestly thought the symbiote or the Fantastic Four suit was really cool. Out of the Fantastic Four, though, I would have definitely got the Human Torch, right? I think that's his name. Honestly, I'm not even for sure. I actually planned on making a video talking about how cool I thought all the superhero movies were, and then like as longer I waited and like worked a little on the script, I was like, honestly, I don't even want to make this video anymore. So I just ended up not doing that. But yeah, so we got those two. Okay. Okay, this is the anime ones I got. So yeah, all these were on sale. They ranged from I think like maybe $5 all the way to like maybe 13. Okay, this one's a really cool one. I didn't realize this one was like this. First one we have is Haku, which you know, very interesting character from OG Naruto, and yeah, I love that they made the OG Naruto pops. I thought this was an awesome looking pop too. But yeah, I didn't realize it has the plus ones have these like shiny reflection. That's actually pretty stinking cool. And yeah, I haven't bought much of the OG Naruto wave. I kind of quit buying commons unless they're just a really cool pop, but I might get some of those. But yeah. Oh, and speaking of soccer, soccer is one character I still haven't bought. That is one pop I actually do want to get. I still need to get the regular soccer pop just because I don't have any pops of her, and maybe I'll just get her original series one. But yeah, I thought this was an awesome pop, and I remember it was on sale. Just thought this was a super cool pop. This one I know was super cheap. I think this one was one of those like $5-ish ones. I got Sugetsu, which got the Akatsuki jacket, which I always think is super cool. And you know, part of Sasuke's little group. Just a cool character. And then we got one to pair with that Sasuke pop we showed off a little earlier from the Sasuke's Paw Encyclopedia, which, like I said, I don't even know what. I don't remember this. I don't know if this is like a filler episode thing from Shippuden. I assume it is because, you know, this looks like OG Naruto, but it has the Shippuden sticker, so maybe, I don't know, before the lights or whatever, but either way, it's him with the cat ears. The only thing is this one's not in the hard pop protector like the Sasuke one is, but that's the only thing I really would mention about it. But yeah, I got these in that big order, like I said, and I showed off all the superhero ones on my other channel, but I hadn't showed off the anime one. So yeah, we'll get the other two super. Oh, actually, there's one more anime one, but yeah. We got two of actually this Superman pop. I wanted to just have some kind of random collectible thing for my dorm room at college, and I got two of that one. I'm not going to bother showing the other one off, but it's, you know, that exact same pop. And then the one other anime pop we got, which is actually from OG Naruto as well, and one I absolutely love, is the Sasuke Glow in the Dark. I don't know if this is the, let me see. Okay, yeah, no, I was going to say, I don't know if this is just the common, but glows, but no, it's not. It actually is a different mold, but yeah, because, I mean, you know, they do that with a lot of pops. They make a glow version and that's the only difference, or like for chases and stuff, but yeah, there we go. Pretty cool pop. Is that all of the stuff? I think that's all the pops I got. If I think of anything else here, I'll add them at the end of the video. But I think that's it. And now we'll show off some other stuff. I am going to quickly show off some books and stuff I picked up. Because, you know, I used to show off some books because I would get mangas and stuff. But I haven't bought any manga in a while as far as I'm aware. But I did get some stuff kind of similar to manga, which you'll see right now. Okay, so these are, I mean, I got some other books for some of like my other interests, but I didn't really think about showing them on here. But yeah, we'll show off some of the stuff I got. Okay, so first up, I'll show off the superhero related books I got. So I got this Superman Welcome to Metropolis book. This goes along with the movie. And then I got All Star Superman, which is supposed to be one of the better Superman comics. It's like a book set of the whole series, I think. So that's pretty cool. Um, and then the other stuff I got. So I got the first Hunger Games book. I got this while we were on vacation. I got this at Target. I was just trying to find something to maybe read on the beach, and I didn't really read much of it. My sister's a big Hunger Games fan, though. So yeah, maybe I'll eventually read that. And then one book I did get that I am actually really excited about is Dexter. Became a big Dexter fan over the summer. Started it in the summer. I'm still finishing it, though. I was watching it like crazy during the summer, and then, school and stuff starts, and honestly, I kind of agree with a lot of other people. It does kind of get worse, unfortunately. Like the first season, I think is awesome, like one of the best shows I've ever watched. And then I've literally been in the last season for months. It's just kind of a drag to me. But yeah, love Dexter. Honestly, one thing that does stink though, I would have bought the Dexter Pops in hindsight, but it was the Dexter Pops released on the website just maybe like a month or so before I really started watching the show, or like in the same month, and they'd already sold out by the time I got really into the show. So if I knew, I would have bought them. But so if they ever re-release those, like the commons, I assume they'll release or like make more of it at some point. I would like to get some of them, but that's some of the only other those, and like that soccer pop, and then a few other random ones I might get. But yeah, next year this pop style video might be even smaller, but who knows? Maybe I'll get back into it and we make like daily videos or something. But yeah, and then the last set of books I got were these Percy Jackson. I got this set for, I don't know if y'all can see, $26.99 at Costco. I actually already had the first two books in this exact art set, but when we were at Costco and I saw it was this cheap, I was like, okay, I'm just going to get that, because I think if you just got the first three books, you'd be paying close to that, if not more. So I was like, well, I can get the three books I need plus one additional one for pretty much cheaper than I would have paid unless they were like on sale somewhere. So yeah, I got them, and I remember the set was like 40 on Amazon, so I was even doing better than, because normally I buy a lot of books on Amazon because like I'll go in Barnes and Noble and stuff, and just, Barnes and Noble just does not put books on sale very often. So and then they're like half the price on Amazon. I will say a lot of the time though, when I buy books from Amazon, they're a little beat up, but yeah, I mean, for the half the price, I'm not too upset. But yeah, I guess that's it for everything in this video. If I find any other pops or anything I wanted to show off in this video, I'll add them at the end. But I do want to quickly go in a little rant here about some stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I don't know. I still like Funko and stuff, but I definitely not as crazy about it as I once was. I guess just a few things, like, just not as being in like anime as much as I used to be, and just other interests I like. And then, I'm not as crazy with the Funko company in some ways. I don't know. Just had issues, ordering stuff from them, and like, I don't know, just a few things, and like not being crazy about like the chases. I don't know. And like being somebody who's like a completionist, and just, when you like being a completionist, and then stuff like Naruto has like a pop that has like three variants, like one just a glow one, one's a shiny one, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I was like, this is just becoming stupid to collect, honestly, is how I felt. But yeah, so if you like watching me yap about stuff other than Funko, I have a few other channels I'll put links to. My biggest channel, which is definitely my most successful one, I have a dinosaur channel called, I'll just put a link to each of them, and I'll like specify like the dinosaur channel in parentheses. But yeah, I've got a dinosaur channel. It's almost, not at 500, but it's over 400 subscribers. Definitely my biggest channel. I've got a gaming channel, which, I mean, literally I've done collab posts with now on this channel, which has been mainly Mario Kart, Mario Brothers, that type of stuff. As well as Fortnite. So yeah, since some of y'all probably like Fortnite because of that one video on this channel. And then other channels wise, I have a Pokemon channel, which I think I mentioned on this channel but I haven't done much on that channel a little bit. So the Pokemon channel. Oh, a Skylanders channel. Yeah, I've done Skylanders on this channel too, but I ended up making just a sole Skylanders channel, and it's actually like my second biggest channel right now. And then okay, I had this channel made like 3 years ago, and then I privated it because I had to like do some stuff like for school assignments where I would have to upload some stuff to YouTube, just because it was easier to do a YouTube link than it was to do certain things. And I don't know, it was kind of a weird situation, but And I'd quit uploading on that channel for a little bit, but I had a fishing channel, and I actually think I'm going to bring that back, and I think I'm going to kind of try to focus on it a little bit this year. So, yeah, I go, and maybe if there's another channel I'm forgetting, I have multiple channels clearly, and this has kind of become, I mean, obviously it's my Funko anime style channel, but it's also just become, since this wasn't like my original YouTube channel. I mean, I've had sports cards on here, I've done just random other interest videos. I talked about, I had Fortnite videos, I've had Skylanders videos, I've had all kinds of other stuff on this channel. Um, so I realized I was just better off making separate niche channels. Maybe it would have worked out better if I would just done a ton of random stuff on this channel. I don't know. But I assumed it was better to just have like separate channels for all my different niches and interests. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. So yeah, but if any of those, if I think it's those 4 or 5 that I mentioned, I'll put links to each one. So if you want to check me out on like other content that I'll probably be way more active on this year, that'll be it. But yeah, I guess that's it. This has been pretty much all the stuff I got for 2025 as far as I can remember that like is related to this channel, obviously. And like I said, we'll probably, well, depending on if I get anything or not, we'll probably do another video like this at the end of next year. So yeah, happy new year to you all. But yeah, that's probably it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I know that I'm pretty infrequent on this channel, but yeah, that is it. And oh yeah, like I said, if you want to check me out on other channels, which like I said, I'll be more active on and way more passionate about the interest on, you can check those out now. Okay, after looking back and reviewing this video, there was a few things that I noticed I forgot to mention when I recorded all the other stuff you all have seen in this video on January 3rd. I think it's February 27th now. So yeah, there's a few things, like I said, I forgot to mention. And since I haven't uploaded the video and was like just going for the editing today, I decided to just add it now instead of waiting for the next video. But yeah, just a few things I did want to mention. So yeah, if you were liking like the Funko stuff, and I assume most people that were watching this channel did, I did have 2 videos. I think I mentioned this though, that I did collab videos with on the JT Plays and Collects video or channel. But I made those also collabs, so I think there's a way to find those on the homepage. But yeah, so if you all wanted to see some more Funko videos or more in depth, but that's more about the superhero Funko stuff. So yeah, if you were just for the anime Funko, there's not really much added. But then the other big thing, I didn't even mention about getting the PS5 for Christmas. Yeah, that's a big deal. And maybe I glossed, or not glossed, but didn't mention it because it's mainly for other channels, because pretty much any gaming I'm going to do is going on that channel. But yeah, so yeah, if you like the gaming that's been kind of in and out on this channel, and I already mentioned it and I put it in the description, but yeah, I do a variety. I love gaming, but just almost any gaming I'm going to do is just going to be on on one of the other channels. Like if it's a dinosaur game, like if I start playing Path of Titans, that'll be on the Jurassic Theropods Now channel. If it's Skylanders or any Toys to Life, it'll be on JT the Portal Master. If it's anything Pokemon will go on the JT Plays and Collects channel. And then pretty much anything else like Mario, Nintendo, Fortnite. And I mean, there's been a few Fortnite videos. If there's like a specific thing I'm wanting to do, it might be on another channel. But for like general Fortnite, like I said, mainly Nintendo Mario, that's going to be the bulk of it. And then just random other games. Like, I got this because one reason I want to play Dispatch really bad. Because I saw clips of it. I know Dispatch isn't as popular now, but maybe that's a good thing, since if not many other people are playing it, maybe mine could do decent. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to see me doing gaming, the JT Plays and Collects channel is going to be the one to go to, because I want to do more gaming specifically on that channel. But yeah, maybe we'll find some niche of something to upload on this channel. But yeah, just unfortunately, just my interests aren't as aligned, I guess, with what this channel used to be. I mean, there's still elements, but pretty much all like those specific elements are kind of dispersed onto their own channel. And as this became like the Anime Funko channel, and just those aren't 2 things I am as interested in at the moment, this channel's just kind of become, well, my least prioritized channel, unfortunately. And who knows, maybe I'll get back into that stuff. Like, I still like anime, but I just don't watch it near as much. And I mean, I will say I'm just not as big of a Funko fan as I used to be. Probably one of the reasons why I'm not as big in the anime. Maybe if I found some other anime collectible I liked or something, maybe I would get back into it. But yeah, because I like collecting stuff, and I'm just not the biggest Funko fan at the moment. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. And like I said, if you want to see me on any of those other channels, or doing any gaming, and I got this college football game, still haven't opened it yet. I got this for Christmas. December 25th, and I still haven't even unboxed it yet. I guess where I was kind of wanting to mention it on YouTube channels, and then also just I know I still have to switch over my PlayStation account and all that stuff, so I just haven't done it yet. I should have, but I will be playing games on this PS5 hopefully soon. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, this little bit's recorded, I think, February 27th, and everything else in this video was January 3rd, I believe. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. If I mix that date up, I'll put it in the description. But if not, that was the dates. But once again, thank you all so much for watching. And I've had fun on this channel, but like I said, I'm just kind of more interested in the topics on my other channels. So if you want to see me on any of those other channels, I would really appreciate it. And like I said, I think the content's probably better on those channels too. But that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I am out.